What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with a breakdown for the weekly reset this Tuesday, the 2nd of July. And so we're now heading into week 5 of the final shape, or should we say Echoes episode. And initially we are seeing the return of Iron Banner for the first time in this episode, so we'll talk about what to know there, some new rewards, and the extended Iron Banner event. Plus, of course, we get the refresh on all of the seasonal and expansion content. We'll talk about the next set of challenges, the featured Nightfall, as well as raids and dungeons, exotic mission content, and of course, all of the featured rewards for the week. Plus, there are a couple of other updates to mention as well, so we'll round up everything worth knowing about what's happening in the game this week. As always, I hope you find the video today useful. If you do, a rating below very much helps us out on the channel, but without further delay, let's get into it. And initially, as far as we know, for the episode content, for the next couple of weeks, things are going to be a little quieter before Act 2 launches, so we can't necessarily expect to see anything brand new, although we don't know if any surprises might be in store. And in a lot of respects, we can say the same thing for the Pale Heart. Of course, we'll see the refresh on certain challenges, including for the co-op missions, the Raid, Excision, and the Grandmaster variant, but outside of that, we're not certain if anything new is likely to pop up, so I'll simply have to keep you guys posted when it rolls around. Otherwise though, for the Crucible this week, we're finally going to see the reintroduction of Iron Banner for the first time this episode. And firstly, Bungie have said that Iron Banner will now be a 2-week event, and it'll be the main PvP focus for that time, so we're going to have Iron Banner up for the next couple of weeks. And as always, players will be able to earn rewards, climb ranks, and earn their PvP skills, but Bungie have added that this iteration of Iron Banner for Echoes will see Control active in the first week, and the second week will have Tribute active as the key game mode, so we're going to get 2 game modes while the Iron Banner is live. And they've also confirmed that we're seeing a renewed Criminal's Dagger, as well as the Claws of the Wolf for the 2 featured weapons this time around. Of course, I imagine more weapons in the loot pool will be available. And they've said as well that getting many rolls for these weapons will be easier as well. We'll still need to unlock them first by getting to ranks 4 and 7 with Saladin, but then we'll have a chance to earn them as post-match rewards, with wins guaranteeing a random Iron Banner weapon, and defeats still seeing a higher weapon drop and engram drop than what we've had previously, so hopefully it'll be easier to get weapons this time around. Plus, gilding for the Iron Lord title is still there. And as always, wearing Iron Banner armor, Iron Banner emblems, and completing Saladin's daily challenges will get us more reputation, as these unlock reputation boosts. For the moment though, that's about all that we actually know about the returning Iron Banner, so let us know if it's one you're interested in, and if you plan to dive in with the reset this week. On top of that, in the Crucible though, we will get bonus PvP ranks all week long, so if you need to level up with Shax, that'll be useful. And otherwise, outside of Iron Banner, for this reset, Mayhem and Showdown will also be active. For other content this week though, over to the Vanguard, we know that Warden of Nothing will be the featured Nightfall strike. Of course, that will also count for the Grandmaster Nightfall. And in terms of reward, currently, Braytech lists the Warden's Law Hand Cannon as the featured drop, but I don't think that's 100% confirmed, as that rotation did deviate last week when we got Scintillation, so we're simply going to have to wait for reset to know exactly what the weapon reward will be. Either way, let us know if you'll be jumping back into Nightfalls and GMs this reset. And then we get on to the seasonal challenges, or episode challenges, I guess. And firstly, we have escalating abilities, where we need to defeat combatants with abilities, and we earn bonus progress in Overthrow. Quite a few of these are actually Pale Heart focused, which is interesting. There's also Golden Treasure, to find and open golden chests in the Pale Heart. And then we have Boiling Point, to complete Overthrow in the Landing, the Blooming, and the Impasse, as well as Iron Sharpens Iron to complete Iron Banner matches, and we get bonus progress there for wins. But finally, there is also Boss Battle, to defeat bosses in Strikes or Vanguard playlists, and bonus progress is granted for defeating bosses on Hero difficulty or higher. And finally, Acoustic Performance, to get final blows with primary ammo in Gambit or Vanguard Ops activities, and we earn bonus progress for Auto Rifle, Hand Cannon, or Sidearm final blows by defeating Guardians. And that does it for all of the challenges added this week. But over to the raid and dungeon rotation, this week we've got Vow of Disciple as the featured raid, so all of the legendary loot pool and the exotic Collective Obligation will be completely farmable this week, so it may be a good time to jump into there. And additionally, in the next week card, Bungie listed the Shattered Throne as the featured dungeon. I feel like that one's been featured very recently, so hopefully it's correct, but nonetheless, both of these activities will drop all of their featured items with updated power relevancy. And then in the Legends tab, the exotic mission this week will be Presage, where of course we can pick up the Dead Man's Tail, which is craftable, so if you still need to work on that one, it'll be a good time to jump in this week. back. And then over to the Dares of Eternity for this week. On top of the core loot drops, the additional drops will include the Scatterhorn armor set and Pathfinder armor, as well as a bunch of weapons from Season of the Lost and a couple of world drops from Forsaken, and these are random drop chance at the end of matches. But onto the featured Lost sectors coming up this week. Initially, on Tuesday, for July 2nd, we'll get Vel's Labyrinth in the Cosmodrome, and this will drop the Geodetic HSM, Glissando 47, Heliocentric, and Mikado 45. Then it'll be Exodus Garden 2A on July 3rd, and that can drop the Crux Termination, Nox Perennial, PSI Hamatic, and Rossarago. Then for July 4th, we get the Broken Deep on the Pale Heart, which can drop Combined Action, Blast Foray, Parabellum, and the Old Sterling. Then on July 5th, it'll be the Blooming Deep, which can drop the Geodetic HSM, Glissando 47, Heliocentric, and Mikado 45. From there, the Legendary loot pool drops, but July 6th will be the Forgotten Deep on Pale Heart, July 7th will be Perdition on Europa, and then we'll get Bunker E15 on Europa for July 8th. Outside of the Lost Sectors though, if you're after the Ascendant Challenge location for this week, it will be the Agonarch Abyss in the Dreaming City, which can be found via the Bay of Drowned Wishes immediately next to the spawn. So pretty easy one to find, but if you want some gameplay of the location, we'll run it at the end of the video. And for today guys, that's what we have to round up for the weekly reset, but as always, I'll keep you posted with more things on Tuesday, any patch notes that we may get, updates to vendors, updates from Bungie, and so on. So keep it locked and loaded right here on the channel, and I'll keep you up to date. For now though, if you've enjoyed the video, a rating really does help us out down below. Also be sure to get subscribed to the channel so that I can keep you posted with more Destiny content. But otherwise, I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.
The current. You're so deep into the well.
Guardian down.